scorching heat of Indian summer takes over the semi-arid regions of northwestern Rajasthan in the months of April and May. As we explore the birds in this region, the journey becomes excessively intriguing and captivating. It is the month of April, and with the rise in temperature, the spotted owlet starts mating. The mother has started feeding the young chicks in the nest. The mother is carefully feeding the chicks at regular intervals. Juvenile birds have started peeping out of the nest. They look cute at this stage. The chicks are mostly in a playful mood and at the same time glancing at the cameramen capturing their activities. In another nest in a babul tree, there are 3 chicks constantly protected by their mother. They give funny and curious expressions when they see human beings nearby. The caring mother always stays nearby. She regularly checks the youngest chick at the bottom of the nest to her own satisfaction. Juvenile denizens face a constant threat from birds of prey. Hence, they are always alert for any imminent attack from the sky. The oldest chick has started flying and is already observing the surroundings. Blue jay or roller birds have chosen this old acacia tree for mating and nesting. Soon the female shall lay the eggs and start raising the family. Her visit in the nest confirms the presence of chicks. There are 4 tiny fledglings in the nest, 3 alive and 1 dead. Linings of tender feathers have started appearing on their body. They constantly demand food from the mother, and for this, they keep staring the entrance of the nest. After laying eggs, the mother is more vigilant. Soon the chicks will come out of the eggs and their feeding is the duty of the female. After some time, the grown-up birds have peeked out cautiously from their nest. They seem to have developed their wings, their ultimate power, and now appear as full-grown rollers. Juvenile birds have started peeping out of the nest, and now after a month the chicks have grown up, young birds now, but still not able to fly. For the mother, it's time to feed them at regular intervals. Growing birds now need regular supply of food. Food consists of tiny insects, reptiles, spiders and caterpillars that are found in abundance in hot summers. For their first flight, they've started stretching their wings, and soon they shall leap into the sky on their own. This sweet singing bird is the grey-bellied cuckoo. Though small in size, it can be recognized by its melodious voice resounding in the countryside. Holes of kika trees are hosts to many birds. This common manna has laid its eggs in the main branch of the tree, and she is frequently visiting the nest to inspect as well as feed the newborn chicks in the tree. Acacia tree is the favorite abode for nesting. The natural big holes of kikar attract many bird species for laying eggs and raising their young ones. The common manna is now engrossed in feeding and looking after its juvenile. She keeps a vigilant watch over her nest, ever alert to the threat of predators. This bird sometimes makes nests in long pipes too. After feeding the juveniles, she brings out the garbage to maintain the hygiene of the nest. This beautiful bird is the coppersmith barbet, busy in making a hole in the dead stem of the har singar tree. The task takes about 1 month. Soon eggs will be laid down here and chicks will grow in this safe place. A small chick has appeared after approximately 2 months. It's time to feed. The mother brings fruit of jamun tree for the young bird. She gives food in parts as the juvenile is not ready to take large fruit as a whole. What a lesson for the newborn! Koil is the most popular singing bird of the Indian subcontinent. The male koil is owner of the sweet call, and it is an invitation to the female for mating. The female koil is a very cunning bird. For brooding, the female lays its egg in the nest of the crow and watches the nest constantly. These groups of grey partridges, also called as titar, feed on the ground, foraging the soil to collect seeds of grains and insects during the morning and evening hours. They are mostly seen in a group comprising male, female and young chicks. They feed on termites and hence are extremely useful for farmers. At this time, the male keeps a constant vigilance at the surroundings for any possible threat. The juvenile coppersmith is now grown up and is perfect in taking food. A little while after feeding, the mother goes inside the nest to bring out the waste. The juvenile has grown into a young bird, but yet to fly. It is the month of May and the temperature outside is near 45 degrees Celsius. He needs more watery food to survive. If the mother doesn't come soon, he will have to take on his own wings. The next day, the young one is seen at the nearby tree. Wow! Spotted owlets are common birds here. This mother is continuously watching her nest as a juvenile is growing there. This young bird has started coming out of the hole. For a sharp observation, he keeps his eyes open all the times and shows some funny postures now and then. After a long hot spell, the pre-monsoon rains bring life to the flora and fauna of the region. It also brings chatak, the pied-crested cuckoo, along with the rainy clouds from South India and South Africa to this part of the land. It is believed that chatak bird drinks water from the rain clouds only and never takes groundwater to quench his thirst. These birds occupy the same tree every year. This pair is being seen at this kika tree for the last 10 years near this village 3Y, Sri Ganganagar, Rajasthan. It is the breeding season of Baya weaver bird. The male is collecting fine threads for a nest on the palm tree. For the main structure, the green threads are collected from sarkanda grass. After the rains, this grass grows rapidly along water channels in agriculture fields. Weaver birds are fine craftsmen. For a single nest, they use about 3,000 fine threads. The male is collecting threads from sarkanda grass. The male prepares the nest to attract the female in order to start a family. If the nest is rejected, he proceeds to build a new one. Sometimes this rejection leads to the making of even 3 nests. So intelligent, they are perhaps the only birds who know how to tie a perfect knot. In between, the female bird is invited to inspect the nest. If she approves the nest, they begin making a family. Now, the female also takes part in building the nest. After the rains, the sarkanda grass grows rapidly. Its blades are soft enough to provide fine strings of thread for the nest. The babul tree has hard woody thorns that act as protective agents for the nest and hence is an ideal place for the bird's home. The nest is now complete and a new life is growing inside it. The female has even started feeding the chick inside the nest. The juvenile has taken its first flight and looks tired after consuming all its energy. After a small rest, it is ready to leap into the sky. During mating season, cattle egrets change the colors of their feathers due to hormonal changes. They start building a nest with twigs. It is the season of love. Territorial fight is a common scene here. Parakeets are very close to human beings. Rose-ringed species too make their nest in kika tree holes. Sometimes their playful acts are so funny and amusing. Rose-ringed parakeets are very playful birds. They can often be seen doing aerobics on the tree or even the small branches of vertical crops. This young one has taken its first flight but is still not capable of long flights. This purple sunbird is a small, beautiful bird seen collecting juice from flowers. This tiny chick is just a few days old. Unable to fly yet, he is still dependent on parents for food. Both mother and father bring small insects and spiders for the growing bird. The feeding process goes on for several days. After sufficient exercise of the wings, the young bird is now set to fly. It is a common sight of egrets collecting food from water-drenched fields. To feed the juvenile is not an easy task. On the same tree, cormorant family chicks are also fighting for food. What an enchanting sight! This spawned heron is waiting to catch fish. Sometimes he is not able to get it despite long wait. Village ponds are lifelines to all denizens living around. The shepherd, along with his sheep, is enjoying an early morning bath to start another sunny day in his life. Waves speak of how life moves on regardless of the winds and storms. It is difficult to see the harial, the yellow-legged green pigeon on a peepal tree as the color camouflages with the surroundings. Here, a pair of young birds is trying to fly under the guidance of their parents. Not yet strong with their wings, they start with jumping on the twigs as their learning steps. The parents encourage them for short leaps. Soon, very soon, they will be flying free following their guide. Hika tree is favorite for nesting and feeding of flamback woodpeckers. This female has made the hole with the help of her powerful beak and soon is going to lay eggs here. The male flamback is also nearby and keeps watching the surroundings for the safety of the nest and its occupants. He gives a final touching to the hole. Grey hornbills always remain in pairs. After mating, the female confines herself in the cavity of the tree. Here, they have chosen this cavity in the acacia tree. For approximately 3 months, the female remains in the nest until the chicks are grown and have started flying. The food is supplied by the male birds from outside and includes a variety of food, from fruit berries to insects, reptiles, and rodents. The male plays the role of an ideal husband. Black-winged stilts are residents as well as migratory birds. They can be seen in brackish waters near the cities. Here, this pair is making love and soon after will raise their family. Lesser flamingos are among the most beautiful birds of avian family. When they fly in groups during early morning sunshine, the scene is a feast to the eyes. These spectacular shots of flamingos were taken at Sambhar Lake, Rajasthan. As the sun sets, spilling its molten gold across the horizon, the sky becomes a canvas in hues of crimson and yellow. The day exhales its final breath. A quietness settles over the earth. Trees stretch their shadows long, whispering good night, while the wind softens to a gentle murmur. The river slows its rush. Flowers close their petals like tired eyes. Hundreds of cranes take flight, their wings slicing through the dying light like brush strokes on a fading masterpiece, carrying the last whispers of daylight into the deepening dusk, where nature slips gently into slumber.